4640, working out really, really nice. Fitting the operation.
You are now watching the 2023 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. So the plan was to run over, get fertilizer this morning. They had some issues. Well, we had some issues yesterday, as we all know. We'll talk about that at some point. They had some issues getting potash trucked in. It was Victoria Day in Canada, so no truckers were running. So they actually ran out of potash. They should have it this afternoon, and then they can make me that blend again. So our plan is from here, all that ground's ready to go. I wanted to get the rolling baskets ready, just didn't have enough time. So you win some, you lose some. We got ground out back still to work, and I got this loaded with fertilizer. So we can go move some more fertilizer. We're gonna do some test strips out here. So I need to coordinate my life a little bit more to get that, but we'll go work the ground out back first because ran out of daylight yesterday. Let me see how much fuel's in this and we'll get going. Oh, I gotta say, I got good neighbors. And I got John Burr at the end of the road, which this is Burr Farm. He farmed it for many years, and he's been very helpful towards me with the knowledge and whatnot. 91 years old. Still up and at it, everything else, which is very impressive. He just called me and said, hey, if you need any help moving around, let me know. Even though all my stuff, all my home farm is all right here, my rented ground, it takes quite a little bit to move 3 pieces of equipment up there. So I said, I might take you up on that. I said, this afternoon, I gotta get fertilizer, and if the timing's right, I'll have the truck up there. And I'll have you come get me or whatnot. We'll move some things around. So very good people that I got. There's a lot of support. I know in my previous life farming, it was always a struggle to get anybody to actually want to put some effort in from the farm. 4 rocks up there I got to pick, and then that one we just went over. But this is ready to plant. I'm happy with it. Well, I can see 1 rock right there. So disking all the fertilizer in, and the reason I'm doing a second pass anyways is to level it out some more. I wanted to run the rolling baskets, I just ran out of time. So we'll get them set up for further on. Yeah, we'll go do the field out front. Well, we got to fertilize the field out front and explain what I'm doing for trial strips. And then we can disc that. And then hopefully, I'd like to have all the ground ready to run. That way I don't have to unhook the fertilizer tender, or fertilizer spreader, go back, plant, go back. And I would like to do some modification. I don't know if we'll get anything done on the planter. We're just running out. We're not running out of time, but I'm running out of energy, and I'd like to be further ahead. Before I forget about where those rocks are actually in that field, because it's fresh in my mind, we'll jump in the 27, we'll go up there. We'll see how Christmas treats us if we can get a rock bucket for this with the grapple, all in one, like what we saw out there at Brian's place. You coming? Let's go. We'll go up there, get those rocks, get some more fertilizer spread. Hopefully they'll have potash for us this afternoon. So there it is. Don't have to pick many rocks, but we do have a few. I think there's one more over here. I did put it all on my... I'm gonna get out and grab that rock there. I did take a picture of it all on my phone, so I remembered, and then, well, my phone's dying, so I left that in the house. Charging. Okay, change of plans. I was gonna take this and go spread out there and do my strips. So what I'm doing with the strips is I'm taking 25 pounds of nitrogen out of those strips, and we're gonna compare source sprayed with all of that will be source sprayed, and then what it did differently in that areas where I reduced 25% of N. Did it maintain a crop? And out back we might take 50 units out and compare just to see. That's after we take grass off. I got a strip that I'd like to try that on, because the source product, it's guaranteed for the 25 pounds. So that's the big thing. Either you can use it as a supplement of fertilizer, or you use it to boost those crop yields. So I'm gonna wait because I don't have stakes. Nate's actually gonna get me some flags, but I want to stake it first when I spread it. That way when I'm planting, then we'll put the flags in, then we'll be good to go. But I guess we'll go up to the rented ground. We got about 5 ton on. Gonna drop back the rates up there a little bit due to the soil that is up there and my yield expectations on that soil. Finally get into my rented ground here. It was in soybeans or corn last year, so this side we might do some strips in, so I gotta do some thinking, but here we go. I'm gonna go with it's wet in there. Like, something tells me that. If we were in the 4-wheel drive, we'd give it a send, but out here by ourselves, we're just gonna, we'll get close, but not that close. Could have done a little bit more of this field, but I didn't want to run out and have it door start not being the full amount. But hey, wait for it. Hey, don't go on the road. And we got a ride, so we're gonna get a ride back to the farm and either take the truck or take the disc down here. We'll see what happens. Roxy called me back from Tri-Valley. She said good to go, come on over. So we're gonna go get 8 ton, which should finish up all our fertilizer needs for currently. Once grass comes off, we'll put a little bit on grass, and then we'll get the rest of the work ground. I believe it's Infinity. I just passed a moss trailer, which is theirs. Yeah, definitely Infinity's chopping up there. I saw the chopper over the hill, but the Pete with the moss trailer was running, and I don't know where they're actually chopping to or whatnot, but that wasn't one of their trucks, but had a big wave, so we're pretty good. I think the dairy's up here on the right. Decent sized dairy going on here. I don't know who this is. I've never been past here in my life. Oh, it's Milk Train. So we rode with Dustin Hank last year. I guess I've never been past. So we rode with Dustin Hank last year in the Xarion when they were chopping at Dykeman's. Sorry, you guys are stuck to the top here. So that's his place there. So we're right over here. Ain't too far from everybody else. Well, a lot of ag in the area. Even though I'm 25 minutes south, you guys are just gonna keep shaking up there. Amish dairy there, real sharp place. So yesterday we came through here and this grass had been chopped, but clearly they're right after it. Manure is already on it, which is, yeah, that's the way to do it. So looks real good. I'm not sure which side I'm going, this side or that side or where I'm going here. So yeah, this one. He said he had one more batch to go. So sharp right here. We are loaded and headed home. The guy loading me said, you might want to put this under cover tonight. I said, I hope I'm done. And I said, why, is it gonna rain? He said, yeah, they said like 6 o'clock. So I don't know, weatherman's never right anyway, so here comes another one. Same guy, big wave. So yeah, when I came down, the chopper was sitting in here, so it's one of the Infinity boys, Wesley, KK, Colton, Kevin, one of them boys running the chopper. the big M we saw running yesterday would have been from them too then. It's the same area. Now it all makes sense. Alrighty, let's get opened up. Get this loaded up. Keep moving. I don't think we're gonna get any rain over here. It definitely felt like rain over there. But what do you guys do? I don't think we're gonna get any. Take my safety strap off. Yeah, because there was a time when we went and got this and we didn't realize that this might come out, and it came out, and we were driving on the road, and yeah, me and Colburn, good times. There we go. Gotta give it some more gas. Throttle. Before we start augering out. But I think I'm gonna have to move over. Maybe. Yeah, I'll move the tractor over. I want to make sure that was all the way there. Well, we've done this half. Down over the hill, over there, little one. So we got this right side, across the road, and then two more that are over through the woods. You get through them the other side, but you can't get them through them here. Well, we are all done on this section of the farm, both sides. We got the fertilizer down. I don't know how much I got left in here. I don't think that much. Oh, not too bad. So we'll empty out, get this full, and then go down over into, I think it's like 22 acres between the two fields. And then we should be right on the money as far as what we got left for at home. I got a little bit left in the tender. I didn't want to push this too much. It might have fit, but I figured we could go spread it, roll back through, get filled up, close that up, and then take the tractor home, get the big tractor, and go disking. I don't think it's gonna rain. It wouldn't be a bad thing if it did, to be honest. So I believe they had wheat in here, and so it grew up over the fall, and we got some weed pressure, so that's gonna be something we gotta battle, along with this tree fell down in. So we'll disc up and around, but we'll have, it might come right apart. We can push it around by hand. Otherwise, we gotta bring the 27 over here. Well, yeah. Tell me you have a tough day without telling me you had a tough day. I love you. Sprawled right out. Come on, 4640. She's got some weight behind her. We're running the RPM slower. I did tell them about the U-joint, and they said, oh, we could have switched it out for you. And I said, I figured I'd just keep going. I said, I'll keep greasing it. So that's what I've been doing. Tender is empty. Spreader 3/4 full. Yeah, perfect. So tomorrow we'll finish up what I got at the home farm, but we'll get this brought back. We'll jump in the 75 and we'll get to work. Just stopped here, grabbed a steak and cheese sub, some mozzarella sticks, some drinks. We'll get home, feed you. You want a mozzarella stick though? Okay. 4640, working out really, really nice. Fitting the operation. A lot of people have said, oh, the 2755 and the 7520, that they could have done everything. Honestly, pulling the planter with the 2755 probably wouldn't have been the best thing for it. Plus, then it's dedicated to doing that, and I'd rather have that where I can jump in and do something if I need it done in between, like when I find a rock or we got to push a tree out of the way. But 4640 for spreading fertilizer. 27 would not like spreading fertilizer, and we would look pretty different. Plus, then we'd be unhooking and rehooking, so kind of a no-brainer to have that tractor do row crop stuff with it. But let's jump in the 7520, and we are gonna go disc that in. So very convenient. I think I got most of my bases covered between these 3 tractors. But we'll see what comes of the future. So on these disc wheels, Travis Kubiak, he's got a set of the 1900s, I think 1 or 2, and they actually have bolts that go all the way from one side to another and then pinch them together that holds them. You can see this one bent at some point. Doesn't look, no cracks, but it's definitely got some bend to it. So that's what we got to look into. Some grade 8 that hold that all together as one piece. So he said those were factory like that, and I believe him on it. He's got them. But we're good on that one for right now. So figured I'd just check it over before we go on a little bit of a road trip up to the field. Made it over here. That is, yeah. I left the white truck here because, well, one, fuel's coming tomorrow morning. I did move the tank, and the tank did have almost 50 some gallons in it. So I got an on-farm fuel tank, so we're actually almost full. But God, that's beautiful. I left the white truck as well because if I have an issue, I can drive that home. What was I gonna say? It is so nice driving through town and absolutely everybody waving, like just being friendly. I don't think most of them know what I do on this. There's some, but not many. So I just want to check that. Oh, we're not broken. That's my worry, bouncing around on the bump. So we got to get some longer bolts, send them all the way through, like Travis was advising us to do. First field we did, well, first 2 fields, I guess. Very rocky. This one not as bad. I knew I was going to find some rocks. The hay field next door, or the cornfield next door, that was corn last year, very rocky as well. So we'll probably not do that in the dark. Not as far ahead as I was hoping, but nature of what we're doing today. Well, what we're doing in general. So we're moving along though. 7520 loves it. Really, 5th gear cruising. These discs I'd say are about perfect for disc condition. Not really loose soil and not really steep hills. So they pulled them good. They pulled them decent in other situations, but here this is the perfect power. I don't need any more weight. We'll take the fertilizer trailer and the International home, and we'll call it a night. Got a bunch done. I'd say over halfway done over here, which is good. Yeah, just about over halfway. So, good solid day. A lot going on, but we're gaining. That's a big part of it. Hopefully, I'm thinking tomorrow planter will be rolling, maybe the day after, but Yanko is saying we're out of here. All these bugs are flying around, and I appreciate you guys watching along. Like and subscribe and being part of the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.